Okay, so we have another birth remember point which is helpful in solving some particular sums. So if we have three angles जिनका sum जो है वो अगर पाई हो गया हमारे पास में that is 180 डिग्री, तो जो रिजल्ट होता है वो होता है sin of 2a plus sin of 2b plus sin of 2c is equal to 4 times of sin a sin b sin c. So we can prove this very easily that sin of 2a plus sin of 2b प्लस साइन ऑफ 2c में अगर हम यहाँ पर जो फर्स्ट टू टर्म्स है उसमें अगर हम साइन सी प्लस साइन डी का फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करें सो वी कैन राइट ट्वाइस ऑफ साइन ऑफ 2a प्लस 2b बाई 2, सो दैट विल गिव यू a प्लस b एंड कॉस ऑफ 2a माइनस 2b बाई 2, 2 से 2 कैंसिल हो गया तो आगे आपके पास में कॉस ऑफ a माइनस b प्लस ट्वाइस ऑफ साइन c and multiplied by cos c by using the formula sin 2a is equal to 2 sin a into cos a. Okay, so now by using the fact that we have a plus b plus c is equal to pi, so we can rewrite it as a plus b is equal to pi minus c. So sin of a plus b is sin of pi minus c, as we know that sin of pi minus c is simply sin c. So this will become sin of c. We already have sin of c with the 2. So twice of sin c if we take common, so what we are getting is twice of sin c outside, and inside we have cos of a minus b plus cos of c. So we can write c as pi minus of a plus b using a plus b plus c is equal to pi given है. So cos of c is equal to cos of pi minus theta will give you minus of cos theta. So cos of c को हम लिख सकते हैं minus of cos of a minus b. So this plus sign will become minus and minus of cos of a plus b, not a minus b, a plus b. So this is cos of a plus b. Now we know that cos of a minus b minus of cos of a plus b is formula for twice of sin a into sin b. तो अगर याद है तो ठीक है, नहीं याद है then you can check that twice of sin a into sin b is this. So now this 2 into 2 will give you 4 times of sin a into sin b into sin c. So this is one of the important trigonometric identity which is based on the fact that a plus b plus c का जो sum है, तीन एंगल्स का जो sum है अगर वो पाई है, या फिर this is valid for any triangle. ऐसे भी हम बोल सकते हैं कि in a triangle ABC where ABC are the angles of the triangle, so we can say that sin of 2a plus sin of 2b plus sin of 2c is equal to 4 times of sin a into sin b into sin c. Okay, now in the next problem we have sin inverse a plus sin inverse b plus sin inverse c is equal to pi given hai. So now we can say that if we take sin inverse a as capital A, sin inverse b as capital of B, and sin inverse c as capital C, this is small c. So again we have a plus b plus c equal to pi. Now from here we can say that sin inverse a is equal to a, so we can write it as a equal to sin of a. Similarly b equal to sin of b and c equal to small c is equal to sin of c. ठीक है, ये आ गए आपके पास में छोटू a छोटू b छोटू c का वैल्यू. अगर हम इन वैल्यूज को यहाँ पर पुट करें तो हमारे पास में क्या लिखा हुआ है, दिस इज साइन ऑफ a रूट अंडर 1 माइनस साइन स्क्वायर a प्लस साइन ऑफ b देन रूट अंडर 1 माइनस साइन स्क्वायर b देन c रूट अंडर, this is sin of c and root under 1 minus sin square c. So this is sine A into, what we can write it as, 1 minus sine square A is root under cos A, sine B into cos B, and sine C into cos C. Okay, so if we multiply and divide by 2, if we multiply this whole and divide by 2, so 1 by 2 बाहर लिखा और 2 से अगर हम मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, so this whole will become 1 by 2 times of sin 2a plus sin 2b, sin 2b plus sin 2c. And we know that if a plus b plus c is equal to pi, we can use that sine of 2a plus sine of 2b plus sine of 2c is equal to 4 times of sine a into sine b into sine c. तो इसीलिए हमने इसको पहले ही प्रूव करके देख लिया, बिकॉज हमको यहाँ पर यूजफुल रहेगा. सो वी कैन रिप्लेस द वैल्यू. दिस इज 4 टाइम्स ऑफ साइन a इंटू साइन b इंटू साइन c. और ये तो हमने अपने से इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, तो इसको अगर हमको ए बी सी के टर्म्स में ही आंसर करना है, सो दिस इज ट्वाइस ऑफ साइन ऑफ ए अगेन इज ए, साइन बी इज छोटू बी, साइन सी इज छोटू सी. सो नाउ दिस एक्सप्रेशन विल बी सिंप्लीफाइड टू ट्वाइस ऑफ ए बी सी. वी कैन से so. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Now we have to solve for x where sine inverse x is greater than sine inverse of 1 minus x. So if we look at the graph of sine inverse x, what we can say that it is a graph defined from minus 1 to plus 1, ranges from minus pi by 2 to plus of pi by 2, and sine inverse x, we can say that as we increases the value of x, the value of sine inverse x is also increasing. So simply we can conclude that sine inverse x is a increasing function. So if we choose any two x, let's say alpha and beta, anywhere they must belongs to minus 1 to 1. anywhere का मतलब कि डोमेन के बाहर की बात नहीं करना है. डोमेन जब तक आप फंक्शन पढ़ रहे हो, डोमेन का इंपॉर्टेंस रहेगा. हम डोमेन के बाहर उस फंक्शन के बारे में कुछ बात नहीं करेंगे, ठीक है. तो जब हम बोल रहे हैं कि एनीवेयर, इट सिंपली मीन्स वी आर रिस्पेक्टिंग द डोमेन ऑफ द गिवन फंक्शन. सो अल्फा इज ग्रेटर देन बीटा. सो इफ वी आर looking by the graph, we can say that sine inverse alpha is greater than sine inverse of beta. ये वैल्यू जो है वो साइन इनवर्स अल्फा है, और ये जो वैल्यू है ये वैल्यू होगा साइन इनवर्स ऑफ बीटा. सो वी कैन क्लियरली से कि इफ अल्फा इज ग्रेटर देन बीटा, देन साइन इनवर्स अल्फा इज ग्रेटर देन साइन इनवर्स बीटा. और यहाँ से हम ये भी बोल सकते हैं, दिस सिंपली सेज दैट अल्फा इज ग्रेटर देन बीटा इफ वी आर रिमूविंग साइन इनवर्स फ्रॉम बोथ साइड. So because this is an increasing function, so we can say that from here directly that x is greater than 1 minus x. So from here what we are getting is 2x is greater than 1. So answer is x is greater than half. But this is not the correct answer, because we know that x belongs to minus 1 to 1 to make sine inverse x to be well defined. So we have to take care of domain. So we can say from these two, x is greater than 1 by 2 but less than equal to 1. So x belongs to greater than 1 by 2 and less than 1 and equal to also. So the set of values of x we have is x belongs to 1 by 2 per open or 1 per close. Okay. Now we have to find the range of the function sine inverse 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. So if we consider it as composition of two functions, we can consider, let's say, f1x as sine inverse x and g1x as 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. So this is f1 of g1x. something like that. I hope this is clear. So now what we can say about the domain of this function. So 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square must be in between minus 1 to 1 to define sine inverse x. So and if we talk about 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square separately, this is a rational function, denominator कहीं पर जीरो हो नहीं रहा है, तो we can say कि इसका जो domain है that is x belongs to R. So it is defined for all real values of x. Now, if we want to find the range of 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, so we can comment about that for what interval we have to take care of sine inverse. तो अंदर वाला जो फंक्शन है उसका अगर हम रेंज निकालें, सो लेट्स से y इज इक्वल टू 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर अपॉन 1 प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर. If we cross multiply, we can say that y plus yx square and taking x square in the left, so x square is equal to 1. If we are taking x square common, what we are getting is y plus 1, and shifting this y to another side, what we are getting is 1 minus y. So x square is equal to 1 minus y upon 1 plus y. We know that x square is always greater than equal to 0. So we can say this is also greater than equal to 0. So y minus 1 divided by y plus 1, we have multiplied by a negative sign. So we have to alter the sign of inequality. So what we are getting from here is minus 1 say plus 1, positive, negative, positive, and we have to keep in our mind that denominator cannot be 0. So minus 1 पर हमने क्या कर दिया, open, and close at 1 because there is sign of equality. So we are looking for the less than equal to. So what we are getting is y belongs to minus 1 per open and close at 1. Okay. So now we have that f of x is sine inverse of something from minus 1 to plus 1, like this.